Hi, my name's Ben. I work as part of the experience team here at KidZania London. Welcome, I'm glad to be here with you, whether online or in the classroom. Great to meet you all. First of all, I wonder, do you know what KidZania is? And it's okay if not, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video now, and this is going to tell you everything about who we are and what we do at KidZania London. So let's have a look. So what you're going to need today, I would suggest you clear your space, okay? That's going to help you in feeling better about yourself and feeling a bit organised and prepared. So make sure you have a nice tidy space that you can work in. I would recommend that you have a pen and paper, you can have pencils, whatever you need, okay? You're going to be doing some writing and drawing exercises today. So let's make sure you've got that before we start. So we're going to get started now. Today's session is about well-being. Now, there's going to be points during this presentation where I want you to discuss and talk to each other about this topic. So your teacher will pause this during the session, okay? So today's session is about well-being. What does that word mean to you? You might have heard of that word, you might not have, and that's completely fine. I want you to take a moment to think about what that word actually means to you. Now, if you don't have a clue about what that word means, that's fine. Have a guess, okay? Think about what it could mean, well-being. So take a few moments now to write down a little definition of what that means. Excellent job. Great. Now what I want you to do is have a discussion to share your answers with each other, okay? What does that mean to each other? So this is a definition that we have took from the Oxford English Dictionary. Well-being, the state of being comfortable, happy, and healthy. Now we've got some really big keywords in there. We've got comfortable, happy, and healthy. But again, what does that actually mean? What does that look like? So I want you to take a few moments now, and you can do this on pen and paper, or you can do it on your computer, whatever works for you, but answer this, okay? Think about those three words and what happy looks like. What does happy look like? What makes you happy? Think about what comfortable means. What makes you comfortable? And then think about health and healthy. Are we talking here, when we talk about well-being, about your mental health? Or are we talking about your physical health? Or both? What does that mean? Who has well-being? Who does it apply to? Take a moment now, write that out, and then have a bit of a discussion in your class as to what this means. Now that you have an understanding about what well-being means, I want to share some ways in which you can keep happy and healthy, both your body and your mind. And this is shared from the NHS website. And these are 5 steps that are recommended to keep and maintain our well-being. So like I said in the last slide, this is about your physical and your mental well-being. Okay, they're both very closely linked. So number 1, connect with people. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean having healthy and positive relationships with those around you. And this can be your friends, your teacher, your family, whoever. But it's about communication and talking and sharing with those people around you. You could call a friend who you haven't spoken to in a while to see how their day was. You could speak to a family member when they get in from work to see, again, how was your day? What did you get up to? And just sharing stories about your day and their day. And that's a really simple way to keep that connection going. Number 2, be physically active. Now, this isn't just about maintaining physical health. This is mental health as well, okay? So being physically active, of course, that's going to keep you physically fit and healthy. But how does that affect your mental well-being? Well, for example, if I was to say, do you know what, today I'm going to do 25 star jumps. If I manage to get those done, I'm going to feel a real sense of pride, a sense of achievement that I've managed to hit my goals and I've challenged myself that little bit further than I did maybe yesterday. And again, that really improves how I'm feeling mentally as well as physically, how you can continue to be physically fit. And I know you'll all be doing PE at home or in school, so think about how you can keep that going. Now, this is one of my favourites, learn new skills. And in KidZania London, that's what we're about, learning new skills in fun and exciting ways. And this, again, is a great way to keep your mind occupied, to learn something new, to improve yourself, to improve your knowledge, to better yourself. And you're doing that all the time. You're in school right now, learning new skills, which is great. Kindness, yeah? So being kind to yourself and to each other. It's a proven way, again, to make yourself feel happy. If you're helping someone else and make them feel better, you're going to feel a sense of purpose, a sense of connection, and you're going to build those positive relationships by showing kindness. And this can be as straightforward as, for example, thanking your teacher after a lesson. Just to say, do you know what, miss? Do you know what, sir? I really enjoyed that. Thank you. And then mindfulness. So again, you might have heard of this word, you might not have. But what we mean by mindfulness is thinking about the present, okay? So being mindful of your body and your mind in that particular moment. So not thinking about or worrying about something that happened 5 days ago or something that's going to happen or might not happen in a year's time. It's about taking that moment and thinking about what's happening in the present. And there's a few ways that we can practice, well, there's lots of ways we can practice mindfulness, but a few ways that I think is a great way of doing this is keeping a journal. So every night you could write or draw a few words, a picture, a sentence, whatever works for you, about how you felt during that day. What happened? Are you going to bed feeling great, positive, or a little bit anxious? And that's a great way for you to check in with yourself and understand how you're feeling and why you're feeling in that way, that certain way. It could also be as simple as taking a moment to practice some breathing techniques, okay? So to focus on your breath. And we're actually going to be doing a bit of that today as well. I'm going to show you some strategies and techniques that you can use to help your mental and physical well-being. So the first exercise that we're going to do, I want to share this one with you. This is all about senses, and it's a countdown through your senses. What I love about this is you can do it anywhere, whether you're sat in bed, whether it's in the playground, taking a moment to yourself. It just takes a few minutes and you can do it pretty much anywhere. But it's great if you've maybe left school feeling like you've got so much information in your head and you don't quite know what to do. You're feeling a bit worried or overwhelmed. It's a good way just to let that go and forget about that for that moment. So what I want you to do is find a comfortable position just to sit in. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to say out loud or in your head 5 things that you can see. So just focus your attention around the room and then just say 5 things that you can see and count those down. Now we're going to look at touch, okay? So now I want you to say 4 things that you can physically touch that are around you. Again, say this out loud, or just keep it in your head. But touch 4 things. Now close your eyes. And I want you to really check in with the room. And by that I mean focus on what's in the room. Keep your eyes closed. And I want you to say 3 things that you can hear. What's going on? What can you hear? And keep your eyes closed. We're moving on to smell now. 2 things that you can smell. And then finally, 1 thing that you can taste. What can you taste? Now when you're ready, slowly open your eyes again and just take a moment to come back to the room and focus on what's happening now. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Like I said, that's a really easy, really simple way of just decluttering your mind and focusing on where you are in that moment in time. Hopefully you found that beneficial. I want you to take a moment now to discuss as a class about how did that make you feel. Now be honest, if you didn't like it, that's completely fine. This is like any other type of exercise. It takes practice, it takes time. And you might have to do this a few more times before you really feel something from that. So let's have a discussion about how that made you feel now. Okay, it's really important that we understand what we need as individuals to keep ourselves happy and healthy. What do we need to maintain a healthy physical and mental state of being? Okay, what do we need to maintain that healthy well-being? So we're going to do an activity now, and you're going to do this individually. And this is about you considering those needs for yourself, okay? Thinking about what you need. So I want you to, like the example that I've got here, I want you to draw just the outline of a person. That person's you. Don't think too hard about how it should look. It can just be basic like mine. But draw that outline of your body, okay? I'll give you some time to do that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take that outline and you're going to draw, write, whatever you prefer. You can do both. You can write a sentence, you can write a word, you can draw a picture. It's completely up to you. But I want you to show your needs. So for example, on the inside here, I've put healthy food. Healthy food, for me, is a really important part of how I stay healthy. And again, that's obviously physical health because I'm maintaining fuel for my body that is healthy, but it's also keeps me mentally healthy as well. I'm giving my brain the correct fuel to give me energy, to keep me going throughout my busy day. And I've put that, as you can see, right at the center of my drawing, which is the heart, because I absolutely love food. I love going out with friends and having food, and it's a great way to talk and communicate and share stories. So to me, it's really important. But this is about you. So I want you to think about what you need. And you can put this inside, you can put this outside, you can put it in specific places that applies to you. So let's do that. I'm going to leave you to do this for as long as you need, okay? Your teacher will pause this video and you're going to crack on with that now. And as always, what I want you to do now is take some time to share and discuss, okay? Now, this is personal. You're talking about yourself here. You're talking about what you need. So only share if you feel comfortable, okay? But your teacher's going to pause and you're going to have that discussion. Maybe your needs are completely different to somebody else's. That's okay. Maybe you share similar needs. That's great. Let's have a look. Now, I said that I wanted to share some exercises with you, some practical ways that you can help yourself. So now we're going to focus on breathing. And this is what I would call mindful breathing. Now, breathing exercises like this can be a really great tool. And again, it's just a very quick, a very simple way of doing this anywhere at any time to help you and take a moment for you, okay? And this can help reduce stress. So if you're feeling stressed about something, again, it can declutter your mind so you forget about what's going on in the world and just take that moment to focus on you, to have some you time. That's what you deserve, okay? And it can help with anxiety if you're feeling anxious or panicky about something. This is a great tool that you can use to hopefully help with that. So what I want you to do for this, I want you to stand or sit, whatever you prefer, okay? So take a minute just to get into position. And I want you to put both hands on your belly, yeah, on your stomach. Just rest them there on your belly. And you're going to close your eyes now. Again, just take a moment to completely forget about what's going on and focus on yourself. Keep those eyes closed. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take some deep breaths. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to breathe in for 3. We're going to hold our breath for 3. And then we're going to breathe out for 3, okay? And I'm going to guide you through that now. Okay, so we're going to breathe in, hold, and out. And in, and hold, and out. Let's do it again. Okay. And in, hold, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. Lovely. Now, I want you to do that again, and I want you to focus now on your hands, okay? And I want you to focus on those hands moving up and down, okay? So follow those hands. And I'm going to leave you to do this to yourself, okay? I want you to do this in your own time, at what feels comfortable for you. So breathe in, hold, and then breathe out. Focusing on those hands going up and down. So I'm going to leave that for you, okay? Let's try that. Great, now the next step to this, again, I just want you to continue repeating that, okay? Continue that breathing in, the holding, and the out, okay? But while you're doing that, I now want you to focus on those senses, okay? So can you feel the air go in and out? Can you hear your breath? What does that sound like? What does that feel like? Can you feel your hands move up and down? What's making them move up and down? Okay, so let's Again, take some time just to do that at our own speed. Lovely. Now I want you to slowly open your eyes and come back to the room. Very slowly. Now just take a moment to focus and come back to the room. How did that make you feel? I hope you enjoyed that. Again, let's have a discussion. How did that make you feel? Be honest. Lovely. I want you to remember that exercise. It's a great tool to just keep in your back pocket for when you need it, for when you're feeling a bit stressed or anxious. You can pull that out. You can share it with somebody else as well who might need it to help them out. It's a great tool that you can use. That sadly is the end of the session today. Again, I'm really impressed with you for all taking part in this. And I hope you're able to take some of these techniques and these strategies and this understanding that you now have of well-being and use this. Use this practically in a way that helps you. And even better, share this, okay? Share this with your friends, your family. Pass this on to help someone else. And remember that level of kindness and sharing will help you and your mental well-being too. So I just want to finish with saying thank you on behalf of KidZania London. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you all today. And I hope to see you soon, as we would say in KidZania, in KidZania London. See you.